Hi, I'm Lou, another episode of My Car Story. We're at the Klairmont Collection, that's Klairmont with a K, Collections with a K, and it's a private museum. But I'm here with my buddy Andrew Vogel,
Great to see you, Lou.
Vice President of Marketing and Sales, and we're getting the chance to show you exclusive cars that the public really can't see, and this is a big deal car. I'll let Andrew explain why.
All right, first and foremost, Klairmont Kollections, I have to do a minor plug, and it kind of gives you a little further information so you can Google us and check out the website, do whatever, because it is a pretty fabulous place. Over 300 automobiles in about 100,000 square feet on 2 floors in the city of Chicago. As Lou said, it's a private collection, but we are open for private events such as corporate groups and charity groups and so forth. So check out the website, ClairmontCollections.org. That's 2 Ks, Klairmont and Collections, both Ks. But today, thanks to Lou here, you get to see some cars. Well, we'll do several, but today we're going to see a Cadillac. Not just any Cadillac, Lou, right? It's a big deal car because, well, lots of different things. It's also a big car.
It is a big car.
1938 was a great year, pre-war. These were impressive automobiles, in some respects still a little bit hand-built, even for Cadillac in the day. This car is one of only, I forget now how many they made, I want to say 17 cars that GM made. Originally. They only made 17 of these cars in 1938. This is one of them. There are only 7 left in the country, in the world, 7 left of this car, and here's number 1 of 7, well, 1 of the 7 anyway. And so what we have is a Cadillac V16.
V16, that's...
That would be. That's a couple of V8s thrown together.
That's a lot of hands going.
It's a lot of stuff going on. Let's take a look.
Ashley, I will grab the camera as I usually do. And this car was, we've got a chauffeur over here because this car was also understood to be Mae West's car.
Yep, we understand this car belonged to Mae West. Some of the owners that had these V16 Cadillacs were like the Pope and W.C. Fields and Franklin Delano Roosevelt had a V16 Cadillac. Even Al Capone had one of these cars because they were considered very special, and of course when you only make 17 of them in a given year, it's not as though you're going to see yourself coming and going when you're driving a car like this, or having a car like this driven for you.
A V16, look at the size of those headlamps. This car was completely designed to say, I am a big shot, I have arrived, and check out my massive, massive ride. And Mae West was known for having a few big personality, for no better term. So I'll leave it right there.
Yeah, I'm going to leave it. I'll let you wallow in that one, Lou. Nicely
I'll
said.
stay right there.
Yeah.
So
here we
look
are,
at the beautiful...
Right, lots of detail. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Go ahead.
Lots of detail there. Both fenders, of course, you had 2 spare tires and wheels here on the enclosed on the fender, which was an interesting idea as you know the automotive design progressed.
Yeah.
Now they call this a 7-passenger car, as it has jump seats in the back seat. But you look at the size of these running boards, Lou. I think maybe it's a 9-passenger.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I want to show the back of this car. I can get it from this angle. This is larger than a car, smaller than a school bus.
But not by a lot.
Not by a lot. And just the wonderful, I call it jewelry. And just in case you're leaving, they got that V16 for anybody who was following you, just as a reminder. Look at the beautiful light that turns that on and shows up your license plate. And this, even this roof is just thick and lush and big and magnificent. The suicide doors. Let's open up this side just so we can see this, Andrew.
Sure.
How long has this car been in the collection?
You know, we've had this one for, I would say...
More than 5 years?
Yeah, no, not quite, but almost 5 years. I bet you're close, yeah.
Look at this. This is where your chauffeur, who's opening the other door, would sit. And let's just take a look at that. And notice the word 16 there in the middle. There's no mistaking this car. They knew that 16 was a big deal.
Well, and you know, for Cadillacs, the V16 remains a big deal. If you recall in more recent history, a lot of their concept cars are shown with V16s, and I still think they may come up with one for the public here in the next couple of years.
That's just great. And the leather.
Yeah, vinyl, I think, on the sides here.
Is that right?
In this particular, but it certainly could be leather.
It might be leather.
Great walnut.
I mean, if they put walnut up here, it doesn't seem like they're skimping. I don't think we've got the skimp factor here in this car. All right, do that again.
Yeah, mind your thumb.
Yeah, it's got a sound to it. And let's just we'll show the back seat over here where the driver is. You can see the doors open. Can you open the front and back? You know, we've obviously got the back door open. Open the front just so people can kind of get a feel of that. That's a lot of room. That's a lot of room. And I just want to, before I do that, I want to just get some of these details.
So you'll see here as you read, you know, the car was $11,000 in 1938. And you see here, as it's spelled out, $11,000 could have bought you 12 Fords or 12 Chevrolet sedans in 1938. So you really had to want one of these. You know, in the day, a Rolls Royce was only $9,000.
Yeah, this is a big pillar there, and the jewelry. Here we have kind of Mae West there. And look at the back. Just the jump seat here, you know, and the window that rolls up in between here. It comes up. Just wants to make sure the driver's on time. And just the door. And yet how deep and how small that back window is for total kind of privacy and seclusion. The handles. And the foot pegs that come up. Just spectacular, just spectacular. Let's look at the V16.
All right.
I'm gonna pull back just so you can see the size of this hood. Now Andrew's about 6 feet tall, so that hood's almost 6 feet long.
You know, and it might be neat if you want to see this, Lou, because this is how this hood opens.
That's cool.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then you reach in and grab the secondary piece, push up, and it weighs a ton, of course.
Wow.
There we are.
Yeah, and we've got the horns up here, and now we get back to our V16.
And it's almost tough to see the whole engine because it's so long. You know, it starts way up front and goes just a little past the firewall,
Look at the firewall
beneath
back
the
there.
passenger compartment there.
I want to get that plaque right there too. I can see that. What a history lesson. And the dual. I'm going to get on the other side real quick, go right around you. Hold that up.
Yeah, there's a build plaque on the firewall on that side too.
Oh yeah, I see that, right?
Can you get that?
Yeah, I can. There's our build plaque. And that tells you about the paint color and everything else. Wow, what a... Any museum would love to have this. And we're giving you this exclusive from the Klairmont Collection. Andrew, let's shut that massive hood.
Yes. Minding the fingers.
Yeah, try to keep those digits intact.
Yeah. There she is locked
Come on
up.
over here and stand by it. I want to get, before I go forget this, I want to get that.
Oh yeah.
They don't forget that either, the V16 in the hubcap. You're not going to find that hubcap sitting on the side of the road. Stand
right.
over there. Yeah.
That's for sure, right?
Andrew, thanks for being on My Car Story. What a pleasure and a treat.
You bet, Lou. Great to see you as always.